The quintessential quintuplets is getting this cool anime that's basically just a bunch of cut content from the manga, and seeing this made me think, wow, they could very easily make something like this for Data Live. Off the top of my head, there are a few scenes I can think of that I want to see animated, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized Data Life has so much content that the anime could probably go on forever. So, let's talk about every single thing the anime could adapt if Geek Toys was running out of money or something. So first is obviously the Data Live Untold Stories, or whatever the fuck they want to call it. This doesn't have to be super long, but it can just cover some important scenes that were cut from the light novel that makes the story easier to understand for anime onlys. This probably isn't very likely to be made, but if they did, it would be really cool and definitely would be worth it. Next is Data Live Encore, and there is a lot of content here. We've only had 3 stories from Encore adapted, so they could very well make a whole Encore anime that is 12 episodes long. And even after that, they would still have more Encore content. But, do I think something like this will be made? Probably not. We may get a new OVA for Season 5 that is an Encore chapter, but I would still love an Encore anime. Next, we get more obscure with an adaptation of the manga Data Strike. Data Strike is pretty long, so we could probably get a full anime out of this one. Now, will this happen? Absolutely not, but would it be cool? Yeah, kind of. Moving on, we have Data Bullet. Now, you're probably thinking, but Crimson Pancake, Data Bullet already has a really cool and based anime adaptation. And yeah, it does, however, it's very different from the light novel, so it'll be interesting to see a more faithful adaptation of the Data Bullet light novel. Out of everything so far, this feels like the least likely to happen due to the anime adaptation already existing, but hey, weirder things have happened before. Next, we have Data Origami and Data Party. Now, I haven't actually read these yet as of writing this video. I know, fake fan, cancel me on Twitter or whatever, but they seem to just be more spin-off side stories. Encore already has tons of spin-off side stories, so the only way I can see this happening is if they completely run out of Encore stories, which will take a while. The same is true for Data Live Another Round, which was written by authors who aren't Tachibana, which is interesting. But I can't really see these ever getting an anime adaptation unless they really do run out of ideas. But at that point, the year will be like $29.99 or something. Okay, so what's even left to talk about now? The visual novels? If they ever do get an anime adaptation, that would be really cool, but there's a lot of other content that should be adapted first. Especially since the visual novels already have music, visuals, and voice acting. It just makes more sense to focus on the light novels, even if I would really love to see an adaptation of Rina Utopia. Okay, I think I really am out of ideas now. Oh, I know, what about that one non-canon crossover with Tachibana's other light novel? You know, the one that I'm probably going to read and have to talk about on this channel eventually. I don't really have anything to say about this one becoming an anime, I just thought I'd mention it because I'm not going to mention it anywhere else. And I guess with that waste of a paragraph marks the end of this strange video. Now, do I think any of these will actually get adapted? Well, Encore probably has the highest chance to at least get another OVA, but aside from that, a lot of these seem like pipe dreams from a Data Life fan who spends way too much time reading light novels instead of going outside. I don't really know a good way to end this video, so I guess I'll just